Today, I have the absolute pleasure of talking to one of the authors in I Said Yes, Harmeen. Harmeen is our author from Sydney, and she shares a little bit of insight about her personal story on which led her onto this journey and why she said yes to the opportunity and what saying yes has meant to her over the last few years of her life in terms of her career, her business, and just in general life. Now, Harmeen, it is my absolute pleasure to have you on the call today. Thank you so much for giving me your time and, being willing and being vulnerable to share a little bit about what's in your chapter. Now, I have had the pleasure of reading it when you submitted the manuscript to me, but I'm curious. Tell our readers and listeners what they can expect from your chapter, which without giving too much away, Harmeen.
Well, thank you for the introduction. Firstly, I think not about me and my husband and the love story, because everyone's like, oh, I said yes. Is it when you said yes to your marriage? No, it's completely different. This is a story of what made me get into business, the challenges I faced, because a lot of women or men, anyone goes through all these challenges. And I think the challenges that I faced would be pretty similar to something that other people have gone through. And I thought, okay, it's time to be vulnerable and just let it out through the chapter and just tell everyone, how I got into business, how I got into the field of education, what I faced, and how I overcame it and said yes, which led me on to actually owning my very own college. Yes.
Which is just fantastic. And, that being said, you and I connected, I think about 2 years ago, when we embarked on a journey to learn more about business, sharing the same business coach. And then over time, I've watched you grow, I've watched you evolve. You've traveled a lot with the work that you do, making a greater impact in your career and your business that is changing lives every single day. Now, when I approached you with the concept of I Said Yes, and I said, look, this is what we're trying to do. We want to create awareness to what saying yes has meant to these incredible Australian and New Zealand women. You said yes to being a part of this project. What went through your mind? Like, what were you thinking about I Said Yes? And kind of, what did you feel like at the time?
Well, it's been my dream to always be an author, to write something, to share a story. And I just didn't know how to start, where to begin. I mean, who publishes someone that's brand new? And then the title itself, I said yes. Like, come on, who's going to say no to that? I just had to say yes.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. So that being said, before I wrap up the call, I've got one last question from you. And this is not to challenge you, but I want you to share a little bit more in terms of if you were to sum up, you've said yes to obviously so many opportunities, whether that was in, saying yes in a relationship, saying yes to business, saying yes to so many things. And that has essentially led you on this path that you're on today, where you're making a greater impact as a person, but also someone that is the woman behind this business that is changing lives and making a massive impact. If you were to sum up what saying yes has meant in one word, whether that was a feeling, whether that's an emotion, whether that's an experience, what sort of comes to mind?
Oh, so many words, but only one. I would go for opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, so saying yes always leads to different doors, different opportunities. And what you said yes to initially might not even be the opportunity you're seeking, but it'll just, as my chapter says, it'll just have this reaction that will set you on to other opportunities. So I would go with opportunity.
Fantastic. Well, look, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you sharing this and really giving people an inside scoop, as I would say, as to how you felt, what you experienced, and the greater impact saying yes has had on your life, but also on from a business aspect. So thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of the project. Thank you for your contribution and for really sharing your message. I am truly grateful and looking forward to seeing you at the book launch very soon here in Melbourne.
Thank you. Thank you.